Okay.
So, all right, what are we talking about?
First,
Talk
let's
about.
start
Whoa,
with giving
whoa,
everyone
whoa.
here a compliment.
We got 3. Oh, yeah, let's start by making everyone else
I will
feel
go
good.
first.
Sure.
DM, you have
What?
very nice emotes now. They're really good.
Well, they're not there yet.
Well, whatever the fuck.
You like
You
the
tweeted them.
objective
They're
emote, right?
I didn't say I like any of them. I'm saying they're nice.
All right.
You're
Yeah, you
supposed
can
to...
take it.
Oh, I'll do a nice thing for Fats. I'm really glad that finally there's a game released on mobile that's designed purely for me.
Yeah.
Because
Casual
I'm the
and
most
disgusting.
into Pokemon of this group.
Yeah, we
Alright.
get it.
I got one for Chris. Choose Chris. I think it's really cool that you haven't breathed into your mic yet, and I don't want to throw myself off a cliff.
Well, that's counting your
That's selfish.
counting your
Why are you
Togepi's
always
before
so
they hatch.
selfish? I hope you don't even catch that thing. I hope you hatch an egg that takes 15 kilometers as a fucking Magikarp with 10 points. You shit.
Caught it.
Fats, do you even know what the points
that-
are?
is
Do
that
you even
serious?
know Pokemon?
I'm really getting mad. He's really getting me here.
Dude, I don't
I'm
think you know the
actually
first thing about Pokemon. I don't think you could fucking Nuzlocke it at all.
Yeah, you can't.
Oh my god.
That.
Dude.
Fucking
Damn.
idiots.
All right, so first thing on the docket.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! No,
What?
no, 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 no! It's not yet time.
You need to do your fucking say grace. Now,
No,
first thing
no.
on the docket.
No, 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 no! You guys are all jumping the gun, and as I said before, you are counting your chickens before they hatch. Or I said
chickens.
Togepi's. I said
Pokemon.
Togepi's before they hatch.
Pokemon.
Yeah. Whatever. I'm into
Doesn't know what a
Pokemon,
Togepi is.
dude. It's like
Togepi's not the original 151.
Dude.
Stop talking, Brandon. I'm sick of you. You
Fats,
are a
did you know that-
genuine sack of shit.
Did you know that trivia bit that DM just put out, Fats? Because you're not into Pokemon.
Shit, I didn't.
You didn't.
Thank you, DM Brandon. Without your extensive Pokemon knowledge, I wouldn't have known. Please, Sam, I'm going to punch both of you.
What? You can't punch us.
I can't, because, I'll die.
What about Fire Punch? Do you know what that is? Do you know that move from the Pokemon?
Yep, sure do. I'm surprised. I'm actually surprised you do.
Dude, Fats, it's okay that you
Here
don't know
goes.
any of the Mon's moves.
Uh-huh.
It's
All
okay.
right, so first thing on the
No,
docket.
no, 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 no,
He
no, no,
wants
no.
to troll so bad.
No, I got like a solid minute left of trolling.
Oh, I got a solid Pidgey just popped up, so you do your shit, man.
Dude, Fats is about to drop a solid fucking Fire Punch in our faces if we don't keep...
Do you know that move, Fats?
Yeah, Fats, you know...
Is that in the original 151, Brandon?
No, you're thinking of Togepi, which isn't in the original 151.
You just learned what Togepi was.
Alright, and with that, welcome to the podcast.
Oh,
I am
God.
Smatter. Everyone else say hello in your names.
Hello, it's Fats, Juice, Chris, Smatter, and me, Brandon.
Okay?
Wow, you have a lot of names, dude.
No, he said to say all the. He said the names. Say the names.
I
So
hope
each of
your
us have
phone
to say the
dies.
names.
Dude, you said all the names, so we don't need to introduce
No,
ourselves
everyone
anymore.
has to say all the names.
Oh, right. Fats, you're up. Fats? Dude, Fats is falling asleep. He can't wake up.
I'm using rest. That's in the 151, right?
Fats, please stop talking about shit you don't know about.
I was good. I'm pissed, but that was good.
You have to say everyone else's name, okay? Unless you have amnesia.
I have it. Oh, that's a Pokemon move. He's learning.
Is it?
No.
Is it, Fats? Did you
Do-
know
Do you
that?
have like a list of Pokemon moves just for these jokes, Sam?
No, I don't.
I'm pissed. I can't do this.
Actually, yes, I do. I keep them for a
Yes!
sunny day.
He has them.
Oh my god.
Uh,
This is his.
Fats,
this is
say
so
everyone
funny
else's
that
name,
I
and then
can't-
Chris say everyone else's name. We're gonna commit to Brandon's joke, goddammit.
I don't like his joke. I don't like anyone here.
Oh, it's
Where's
not a joke.
P-Bat?
Oh, you don't even like Pokemon.
Yep, there's no
That'd be a joke.
Pokemon here, but you got it.
Alright, well, we need to do
hate
it
Pokemon.
because you all are so discordant.
Discord.
Let's pray. Dear Lord, thank you for the Mons. Thank you for the Mons on mobile. Thank you for the Android N beta that prevents me from playing the Mons. Or Mons Go, as it is officially called. Thank you, DM Brandon, for going into Philly to catch a bunch of Mons and for Mons Go. And thank you, JC, for living in literal Pallet Town. Amen.
Okay. So first thing on the docket, I'm adding.
Okay.
Star Wars Episode 8 filming has wrapped.
Oh.
Do we know anything else?
Not real. I mean, there are a few things. I don't want to give it away because I know some people don't want to be spoiled yet.
No, they can cover their ears. They can give them 5 seconds to cover their ears. I want to hear.
We're gonna we'll save it. We'll save it.
Oh.
But I'm excited. I mean, Star Wars is a huge part of my life. I watched 7 in the theaters half a dozen times. It was just amazing.
Only
And
half a dozen?
Well, I mean, we can't talk about other things. So.
Oh my god.
But anyway, it's been great. I'm super excited. Rogue One comes out in a few months. I don't know. I'm super pumped for 8. Super pumped.
And when it does come out, we'll do another special episode. Maybe you'll be around for it, Brandon.
Blessed.
Alright, first up on the docket, yeah, this thing kind of started to come to a head just before last week's episode. We didn't really touch on it, and that's all of the CSGO drama. For those of you who have been living under a rock, or just disconnected from the internet, or maybe you've been flown to some necropolis like PBAT
Or
was.
you've been outside playing Pokemon
Or maybe
Go.
you've been outside chasing Mons. It has come into the public eye. I'm saying... It has come.
Nice.
Yeah, god damn it. It has come. It fucking nutted into the air, got a little into my eye, and not on my back.
Enough.
That 2 popular CSGO community figures were producing YouTube content of them
3.
winning CSGO Lotto stuff. And CSGO
3
Lotto... 3 people.
Not 2,
And
yeah,
CSGO
3.
Lotto is a site owned by them. So that's an obvious conflict of interest that is so wrong because they're promoting a site that they own and they're not disclosing that they own
Right.
the site.
Well,
Right.
worse than that, though. Worse than not disclosing. They were basically obfuscating the fact as much as possible. And in fact, even after they were revealed, they were basically refusing to acknowledge that they were actually owners of it. And then they went back and edited into all of their YouTube descriptions the day that they got outed the fact that they were affiliated with the site.
They are literally the people who filed for
Yes,
this organization.
Well, there are a few things that we don't know. Now, this could have been a website that existed without LLC status. They could have bought the website from people and then found it, a couple weeks later, right? There are some loopholes. We don't know all of the details. Though it does seem like things are not quite in their favor. I'm not ready to raise a pitchfork just yet because there aren't all the facts. Despite the fact that they look pretty guilty, I don't think it's fair for me to be judge, jury, and executioner given the facts that we have.
You don't think that it's safe to call them scumbags for not disclosing it for 6 months after owning it?
Honestly, I really don't give a shit about that. When it comes down to it, if you at home think it's a good fucking idea, and I don't care if you're 15 or 55, if you think it's a good idea to gamble with in-game cosmetics, or you spend any amount of money that's over like $20 on skins for a video game, you are a fucking nerd.
Well, shit, you got us.
Right. I mean,
How much money did you spend on Pokemon Go?
Actually, I spent 20. So calm yourself.
Right on the nose.
Yep.
But I spent like 80 on Overwatch, but it was more for like the opening boxes. But there are skins in CS:GO worth thousands of dollars. Skins that you barely even get to see because they're mostly knife skins, and you barely have your knife.
To be completely honest, there are cheaper skins at your local highway strip club.
But I go back to it. If
Easy joke.
you spend a legitimate amount of money on in-game cosmetics, you suck as a person. You're weird. And you deserve to be taken advantage.
Well, now hold on,
That's
Brandon.
wrong. That is completely ridiculous.
In some games,
That
these systems are not even pure cash, and they're geared towards kids. Like, think about like Gems and Smite.
Before you do that, let me just say, with his branching, covering all skins of anything in any game, League skins, Smite skins.
If you spend hundreds and hundreds and hundreds, sometimes thousands of dollars on skins, you are weird. You are being taken advantage of.
Wait, what's
And
the
if you're-
threshold
if you're
for
a
weird?
Teenager and you have access to that kind of money, either you have too much money and the world doesn't matter to you anyway, or your parents are funneling money into this stupid habit, which means they're just not paying attention to you.
Wait. At what point do you become the fattest fucking sweaty nerd? At what dollar value is too much?
I don't know.
It seems
in
to-
my eyes it's pretty low. In some others, I would imagine it's much higher.
There's a difference between like, okay, one day I really like this game. I've played this game for like 3 years. I drop $100 worth of skins, and I continue to play the game for the next 2 years. It's another thing to like be buying skins every weekend, having every skin, and to be a part of that, right? But even still,
weird.
if you're an enthusiast,
I'm
like
weird.
you do these things. Like I'm a big board game guy. I fucking buy sleeves for my board games. You play Coup with me. My fucking cards are sleeved. You should see my BSG setup. I have fucking card holders. I have box inserts. I don't think it's that crazy.
It's crazy to me. I don't get it. When I play a video game, I want to play to win. I want to learn the game. The mechanics matter to me. And if I'm playing a game that's designed for graphics, then that's important. But when I'm playing like a MOBA or a fighting game or something similar, and people are, spending $4, $5, $6, $7, $8, $900 on skins, it doesn't fucking click in my brain. I grew up in a very humble household. We did not have a lot of money. There was a lot of pasta eating, right? It was, tough times sometimes. So when I see kids that were my age when my family was struggling, spending $1,000 on fucking cosmetics for a character they're not even gonna fucking play, or a character that they do play but they don't even play well, like, why don't you sit and learn the fucking game before you start changing the cosmetics? Get out of the fucking character creation screen on Skyrim and play the damn game. I don't get it.
I think you're
Play
straying.
The Sims.
I think you're straying from the problem
Play
with
The
with this
Sims.
particular issue. These community figures, T. Martin and fucking Syndicate and the other guy, all promoted this thing on their channels, and they encouraged the gambling, right? And I see where you're coming in on the
That's
it's just
stupid.
gambling to gamble for skins you'll never use, right? I see the connection there, but I think you're mixing issues. You're mixing people who spend too much money on cosmetics versus people who just gamble for cosmetics.
But how do they get the skins to gamble to begin with? They spend the money.
No. Some things just drop randomly in CS:GO.
No, you have to open the cases with money.
But it's a small amount, but like that doesn't I don't think it's like addicting, right? So let's say like one time I opened up a bunch of crates and I get a couple items, I'm like, well, now I can start raffling them and participating, like offering them up for spots in a raffle.
Well, let me say,
well-
I don't know any of these guys. I don't know Josh OG or T Martin or Syndicate. I've never met them. I don't care to, like, I just don't like meeting a lot of people, streamers and such, unless I watch their content, and I don't watch their content. But from what I've seen, it doesn't seem like we have all the facts. It does seem like they were doing something wrong. But why are we mad at them and not Valve?
People
Why
are
is
very
Valve
mad at
a-
People are very
People are very mad
But
at Valve,
people
and they
should
have
be
been.
way more mad at Valve than they are at these kids. Because let's be real, these YouTube content creators, they're, for the most part, individuals, right, that are trying to make their way in the world. And most of them aren't going to have like major degrees or a lot of education. It's just coming down to, I think I can make this money if I do this. And maybe no one said to them, hey, that's actually illegal. And they're not going to go and Google all this shit because let's be real. I mean, granted, actually, they do have a lot of money. They were probably... at some
they're
point-
way ahead of the game.
The
But-
CS:GO gambling industry
but-
makes $1.2 billion a year.
No, that is an incorrect statistic. It was
That's-
$2.3 billion, and that's how much has been traded across all the sites. Not how much profit has been earned, but how much money has changed hands. The profit is probably somewhere between 100 and 200 million at most. But we go back. Valve is allowing you to connect your fucking Steam account to these sites. Valve is the one that's giving you the ability to open these fuck all cases. It's Valve that is stemming, or rather is the stem for all of these issues. And yes, what these YouTubers did is probably wrong. How wrong? Again, I don't think there's enough facts to promote this, but Valve, there's enough evidence to show that Valve has made a mistake here that is drastic. Valve needs to make a massive public apology and say that gambling is fucking not okay unless you're 21 years of age. Plain and simple. And they haven't said that. They're hiding behind a fucking curtain and throwing these YouTubers to the fucking wolves.
Look.
And there's an EV I have to.
Oh, yeah, stop. But like, here's the thing with like those people, right? There is a trend in YouTubers, and like we talked about this previously. YouTubers, big YouTubers, make a lot of fucking money, and at
Way
this
too
point, it's getting to the point where it's just frankly greed. These are kids, like you said, who are uneducated, without degrees, who are fat fucking sweaty nerds who sat in front of their computers.
I never said the word fat.
For most of their formative years.
Thank you, Brandon.
And then they come into some money, and what do? They want even more money, right? That's honestly, like that. Call me crazy. That's a brilliant idea. I'm a big CS:GO figure. Why not get a CS:GO gambling site, take a cut of it? Now, where I went wrong is not disclosing that. I think that's wrong. I think that's fundamentally wrong. They did not encourage kids to gamble, but there is the implied suggestion of gambling, and that makes it cool because their audiences are largely kids. That's a problem. But they did. The site does did and has clearly stated that it's for kids who can legally gamble.
When do we start looking at the parents on this one too? Because if your kid's watching all this content and he's spending all this money and he's gambling all this time and you don't know a single thing about it, when it's all happening in your own house, like, when do we have to look at mom and dad on this one?
Right.
You know how
No,
hard
we
it
no
is
we
to try
do.
and blame parents for things.
You get to talk about parents and their control of their kids' finances, but they can't stop their kids from being exposed to it.
No, I get that. But how do you not like take an interest in what your kids are interested in? And again, I'm not trying to tell you that the YouTubers are fine and well and dandy and they're amazing people and that they didn't do something that is likely illegal. Again, I don't think there's all the facts. I don't think we should string them up. I do think they did something wrong, and as the cases progress, whether it was illegal or legal, we'll find out. But I'm trying to just play devil's advocate in this point, because everyone's attacking the YouTubers, and honestly, they probably should be attacked for the most part. But I'm looking at Valve and I'm looking at the parents, because if your kid is spending this much money and it's this incorrigible, how do you allow them to do this?
The same way parents allowed us to do shit.
Yeah.
Are you bothering
I
me?
didn't really do
Okay.
any fucking thing. I went out and skateboarded.
Exactly.
I wasn't a
Were
fucking
you
prick.
bothering your mother while she was working, or
DM
trying
the
to figure shit
skater
out?
boy.
No.
He
If
said,
it's
"See
not
you later,
bothering me,
boy."
I won't care. Is he in trouble? No. Is he doing something stupid? I don't care, because he's not in trouble for it. I'm gonna do what I gotta do to keep the family together while the kid does whatever the fuck.
I think
I think a large part of parenting comes into the fact that you need to take an interest in what your kids are interested in.
I agree with that, but that's not how it is.
but for some parents, it's not
That's
even
John's.
it's not even about the money, right?
That's
It's
not even John's.
it's about the
facts.
habits. The habits of gambling are, I think fundamentally bad. I've said this before. Gambling is the reason why my parents' marriage was discordant and ultimately led to the divorce. Like, that is absolutely the truth. I don't think it's strictly a monetary issue so much as it is a vice issue.
Okay.
I think they should be paying more attention to. Like, I wasted a lot of money on dumb shit as a kid. I bought magic cards, I bought stupid fucking shit, right? But I was never really a bad kid, right? Because my parents didn't like restrict me too much, right? They took an interest in what I was doing, but like only enough so that I could grow as a person, right? So they should
Okay.
tell their kids, like, yeah, you can spend the money. It's your money if you own the money. If you earn the money and everything else is straight, your school, whatever the fuck kids' priorities are.
A pincer.
A pincer, yeah, sure. Whatever as long as everything's straight and they're not a bad kid, like, that's not, as long as they're not forming bad habits.
Well, there are a couple of other fundamental problems with the way that Valve and a lot of CS:GO gambling YouTubers handle the way they push their content. Clearly, if you look at like the Steam market listings for stuff, it's obvious to anyone who knows the Steam market that every single skin for Dota and CS:GO has monetary value. But it's not immediately obvious if you look at the item, and CS:GO YouTubers don't tend to immediately say, "Oh, hey, by the way, the fact that I'm raffling that I'm putting the skin in a pot is actually gambling money. Haha, please don't do it if you're underage." So,
I mean, is
If
that
they-
any different than, hey, you got to be 18 to click this link? It's like, oh, I'm 18.
I think this
But
also.
they don't
funny
say
about
that
that?
outright though. Like that's different. Where it's like you're intentionally doing something that you shouldn't be doing. But when you're looking at most of these CS:GO gambling videos, it's just like, hey, look, I have this skin worth $5. I'm gonna now go and put it in a pot, and oh my God, look, I got a skin worth $2,000. And
Yeah.
it doesn't say anywhere like, oh, by the way, this only should be done if you're over 18, like before the video. If anything, it's an afterthought. If anything.
I guess the alarming thing here is that, like, there's another problem here too, and that's that regulation for these type of things is just way behind. Like, in terms of laws, like all emerging media, all YouTube stuff, like all copyright stuff, all of these are coming to a head now that technology is vastly outpacing our law, and we don't really know how to do with it. So a lot of these people are, like, these greedy individuals are hiding behind that. And that's why we should be
said-
talking about this, because they should be lampooned. We should set precedent.
YouTubers in particular have been the subject of a lot of inquiries into FTC trade regulations, because a lot of people do paid promotion for stuff without outing it, and that's becoming very, very common.
And that does
also
bother
people,
me, by the
people
way.
catching them is becoming more and more common. And this is the same vein of stuff. This is the same vein of stuff where they're promoting their own site that they are making money off of without disclosing it. So I don't really feel bad for people if they get caught doing that, because that's scummy, super scum.
There
That's scum.
are
I'm
also
going to try to find an email chain. Someone asked me to do a review of their game recently. Man, I don't know where it would even be. And I took a look at their game. I took a look at the YouTube, and I said to them, like, listen, I have to tell people, and I'm not going to evangelize your game. Like, if you give me a paid promotion, I'm going to put you on my stream, I'm going to play your game, and I'm going to tell people what I think about it. Now, if we want to like come to an agreement about how harsh I can be, that's fine. I'm not going to take any more money for that. But you need to know going in that I'm not going to tell my viewers to buy your game if it plays like shit. I'm just not going to do it. And I think that's really important. That is something that I definitely hold against the YouTubers, how they went back and tried to edit in that they were like paid promotions. And you know, we've actually talked about this. There is precedent from the FCC about FTC, FCC,
Federal Trade Commission.
yeah,
for
FTC,
money.
ICC.
yeah, no, of course. So anyway, ICP and the rest of the Juggalos, you have to go back. You have to go back.
Nicely done.
That was fantastic.
Really, that was the
That was
giggles?
really good.
Really, I didn't
That was
even like
actually
that one.
really,
You know,
really good.
like you guys really like applaud yourselves when you play along with a joke. When sometimes it's so hard for me to get you guys to go along with something. Like when you do it on your own, you're like, God damn it, we did it.
Because as soon as he said ICP in my head, I'm like, wait a second. And then like, that was so good. It was good. That was a good joke.
Oh my
But
God,
they-
you're not supposed to
they say
acknowledge it.
that putting
Good
it in
joke.
the description of the video is not enough. You have to have it as a disclaimer on the video, because if your video is embedded somewhere or someone watches on mobile doesn't read it, it's unlikely they'll see this disclaimer. It must be on the video. So even them doing that wasn't enough. That I don't like.
Well-
Again, I go back. I don't know that they actually did anything completely illegal. I think it's important that we wait for the facts before we start, stringing these people
Right.
up.
We don't
'Cause that's
know
just
that
way
they
too much.
rigged the raffles in their favor because they own the site. I think they
Right.
didn't. It's possible they filled it with bots or something.
It's possible that they did. I'm not trying to say that it's. I would.
I know, but
would,
we have no conclusive proof on that,
right,
and that's not
I would
the
say
issue.
it's probably a 50-50, especially given what Mo did with that other website. It was like CS:GO Diamonds, where they were actually rigging it. It's like, listen, play it this time, you'll win. We'll give you the skins to win. Blah blah blah. You can't actually cash them out for monetary value, but it'll look like you're winning, so more kids will do it.
Yeah.
That is
Wow,
the scummiest fucking shit
that's
I've ever heard in my
gross.
life. Those people should go to jail.
Now, maybe there's a separate issue here with disclosure, right? When it comes to promotion and stuff like that. If there is law or rules or whatever, or terms of service, that you must disclose these types of things, and it's enforced, not that it exists, but that it is enforced and that it is feared, then you can start blaming the parents. Because then they can control, then they have a better sense of what's going on here. Right?
I just think that parents need to take a bigger interest. Like I had a single mom. She worked a very hard job with long hours and raised 2 kids, and she still found a way to be interested in what I'm interested in. And I always go back to it. If my mom could do it, anyone could do it.
Unfortunately, not all. We don't come from the same families. Like,
Some of us aren't as lucky, man. And
Yeah.
it's
I
legit
guess.
luck in that. Because
That's
your
just
mother
life.
cared and was able to care.
My mom hates everything that I love. Plain and simple. She hates Star Wars. She wouldn't watch past Harry Potter 1. I couldn't get... Actually, she did play a few video games. She was actually dope as fuck at Wave Race 64. Like, she bodied. She did Super Mario Bros. 3 before I did. It was actually pretty sick. But for the most part, we didn't have a lot in common. We didn't like the same music, etc. But, she went out of her way. And, with the internet being as prominent as it is now, it's important that you're paying attention to what your kids are doing before they drain your bank account with fucking skins. They're fucking pixels. You are playing dress up. It is literally The Sims.
All right.
All geeks.
all right. So the aftermath of this meltdown here is
I was
that
actually feeling it until he tried to talk shit about me, man. I had it for a second.
these.
I'm going to start The Sims. I'm going to make a new YouTube series. I'm going to make 3 versions of Fast so we can watch it and be hyped.
No, man, you can just play YouTubers.
I think that
I'm gonna
like
put you in the fucking pool and take the things out so you can't get out and you're going to prune to death.
that is
you should
racist.
like
God.
load every instance of Fats in the game with more Pokemon knowledge than the real one has, which would be very easy.
What happened? I didn't get his corny Pokemon joke. The end.
It was a Sims joke.
Yeah.
Okay, I
Alright,
really
I
don't
need
care.
one more oddish and then I get
Oh
Gloom.
God. So the result of this thing is that for example, T. Martin put out an apology video and
That
deleted
video
it.
is shit, by the way.
Oh my God.
He referenced Wikipedia directly.
Oh yeah. He
What?
comes
the
like.
dog in the beginning
didn't
and the
see
big
this.
expensive car.
Yeah, oh, yeah, yeah.
Homeboy, like, come
Dude,
on.
did you see how high his fucking ceilings are? He's not fucking sorry. He's not sorry that he misled people. He's sorry that he got caught. It is so
Oh, he's
obvious.
super
I didn't see
sorry.
this at all.
Oh, he took it down super fast, but it's been hosted
I
elsewhere.
heard.
Oh yeah, no, it's like pitiful. It's like the fucking dog. Yeah, it's like actually pretty fucking crazy. I'm surprised like fucking children didn't come into the door and say "Daddy" and hug him, like, or like he fucking looks. He fucking looks at the camera. Oh, didn't see you there as he's like feeding fucking stray cats.
Oh,
Like,
welcome to my home. My modest home.
And then he just shows like his harbored refugees in his bedroom. They sleep here. I couch. The couch is actually just another bed.
By the way, that wasn't I comma couch. That was lowercase I couch. It's a new couch by Apple that he bought with all the
God.
CS:GO money.
that he created with all the CS:GO.
No,
money.
that he didn't create.
He's like, come here, Nungumba, and it's like an adopted kid from fucking Africa, and he just like fucking sits like in his lap. Look, we're gonna talk to the people out there, Nungumba.
You're touching a Goomba.
It's like when my
No,
nieces
it's
are
not
around the stream,
Goomba.
like, yeah, we have a bunch of people watching. You want to say hi?
Hey guys, I need to take a quick break. I gotta go visit my local soup kitchen and volunteer for a little bit. Like I'll be back. Like it's just like it's
All right,
honestly.
streams go down, guys. I just got word that there was a disaster down the street. They burned the kitchen down, so I'm gonna go repaint it, rebuild it, donate a stove, do everything.
Hey,
It'll
my
be on YouTube next week.
hey everybody, my
But the real
neighbors.
reason he's doing that because there's like someone put a fucking lure over there and there's mad people catching
Hey,
Pokemon.
you stop this.
My neighbor's coming back from the army. I need to wave him in as he gets into his driveway. Hold on. like okay.
Tanner,
I
I
made him
give
a
you a
sign.
perfect opportunity to segue into Pokemon Go.
Well, I'm not quite done. He
course
deleted
not.
the video. It sounds like lawyer speak. It's all bad business. These guys, I think
okay,
they are
but-
tremendous
But
assholes.
here's the worst part, though. It sounds like lawyer speak, but the video is so unprofessional that it can't have been a lawyer that actually wrote it, right? Like,
I don't know.
hope
Homeboy's
not.
got money.
No, these
Like,
guys are fucking delusional. They're fucking loaded 17-year-olds, basically.
I
I
wish
wish
I
I
had
had
that
money.
amount of money.
Yeah, I was like, I would be down. 17, like.
Listen, kids, fucking get some CS:GO skins.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, let's segue on to the thing we've been alluding to the entire fucking
Pokemon Go!
past week. Pokemon Go. I can't play it. I got the Android N beta, and it's not supported, and I'm not about to roll back for it.
I don't know
ex-
anything about Pokemon, so you can't ask
That's
me.
right. So, Brandon,
bless.
please explain it.
So there's
I
a
hate
company
everyone.
named Niantic, and they created a game called Ingress. It was a real-life virtual MMO for all intents and purposes. They took the landmarks from Ingress and transferred it over using help from the Pokemon Company to create a Pokemon version of the game, which we call Pokemon Go. You travel around, and sometimes Pokemon appear, and you use your camera to put them in sight. You throw Pokeballs at them until you catch them. It's actually really stupid. But for some reason, everyone on the planet is fucking playing this game. Me and Kelsey are walking down a street at 11:30 at night the other day. Every store in sight is closed. Everyone should be asleep in the historic Mount Holly, and there are people walking up and down going to these Pokestops to get fucking Pokeballs to catch more Pokemon. And you walk past, and it's a person you would never expect. You know, it's just someone who doesn't look like they play a lot of games. They're not wearing like nerdy kind of clothes. There's nothing about them that speaks video games. And usually you kind of, can tell your own. But they'll have their phone in front of them and they'll be staring into it. And you just kind of give them a head nod. You're like, you catching Pokemon? It's like, bro, you already know, man. Like, oh my God.
So, step back a little bit and explain how it works.
So yeah, I mean, you walk around, and there are landmarks designated Pokestops, and you go there and you just spin a thing, and you get items, and some of them are Pokeballs, and randomly Pokemon will come out of the bushes on your screen. You
Come out of
click
that
the
sweet
Pokemon.
bush. Sorry.
That's exactly what it is, and then your camera turns on, and the Pokemon is somewhere in the frame. You search around for it, and then you throw Pokeballs at it and try to catch it. And you level them up, you make them more powerful. And there are other landmarks dedicated as Pokemon gyms, which you can battle for and become the trainer of.
Leader of.
The important thing to note here is it's augmented reality.
Which
app.
is awesome.
Yes.
It's legit their old game, just 1/3 of their old game with Pokemon, and that's all you need to have a successful business.
You know it.
Now, Ingress had loads more features, right? I get why they might strip it
1/3
back
of Ingress.
to make it more accessible, but they didn't. Like, they literally could have done anything. Like, they had if you have the Pokemon access to the Pokemon IP, anything you do prints money. It could be the worst fucking thing on the planet. It's going to do well.
That's the crazy part. Is this is empirical proof that putting Pokemon on things makes it better. And we have been looking for a Pokemon MOBA for I don't know how long, considering the fact that Pokemon in the lore have 4 moves, and MOBAs mostly have 4 attacks. I mean, it basically writes itself.
Maybe we should put Pokemon on CS:GO Lotto. Get people to come back to the site.
I would pay money for fucking Breloom's knife skins.
Fucking insane.
And you kids out there should too.
Come here, Nungumba.
Come over
Fucking
to
jerks.
tmbrandonlotto.com. I don't own this site, but somebody made it in honor of me.
Yeah, it's great. I've been using it.
2 days.
Wow,
2 days
I
later.
made
all the
$10,000.
time.
2 days later, I never tried to obscure the fact that I own that site.
But
So
the game is incredible, and the amount of I think that the big thing is the solidarity is unbelievable. Everywhere you go,
Everybody's playing it.
people just have their phones out looking for Pokemon, and like everyone's friendly. This morning I went to a Pokemon gym. I took it over. Someone immediately come over, and I'm like, oh no. He's like, I'm yellow, and I'm like, come on. He's like, I'm taking this back. So he took it back. I'm like, oh. So I left, and I went to other Pokestops, came back, and I saw the guy again because he was doing other Pokestops. He wound up being like a neighbor of mine. We walked together for like a little less than a mile.
when'd
I
you
guess.
kiss?
Yeah, pretty much. Like we were just talking Pokemon the whole time. Like, I don't even know his name. It was
What?
just great.
Talking Pokemon is
Randy
code for
was
locking
talking
lips.
Pokemon.
It was awesome, dude. And
This
then like
is
I went back to that
crazy.
gym and took it back later, and then 2 other guys pulled up and they just stared me down and did one of those, right? And I'm like, "What color are you?" And they're like, "We're red." I'm like, "Okay, we're friends. We're friends."
I want to like dress up. I want to like dress up as Team Rocket.
Gang wars, man.
It's gang wars, dude. Although that
hey.
is the danger of the game.
What color are you? I'm blue. You dead now? Like,
Yo, if you ain't red, you dead.
You know, there was actually already last night.
Yeah,
you know
there
the
was
hype shit?
Yeah.
there was yeah.
So one thing that's very important about the game is there are items that
Hype
augment how well you can catch Pokemon. And for these Pokestops that are giving you items, you can use a thing called a Pokemon lure or Pokelore at these sites, and it increases the chance in that area for people to catch Pokemon. And it works for everyone in the area, so people are activating these things and getting people to walk over late at night, and then they're mugging them.
Oh yeah.
So these armed robbers in I think Missouri,
Yep.
I think hit 19 people before they got caught. 19 people.
Jesus
all
Christ.
age 16 through 18. Kids.
I want to go
Yep.
around dressed up as Team Rocket and just knock people's phones out of their hands, like really fucking hard.
That's a little too much. You will get fought.
But if they manage to fight me off, I'll just fly into the sky.
Wasn't that like an OcTV prank YouTube video or
Was it?
something? Yeah, it might have been.
That would
Where they
actually
got-
be hilarious.
There are so many of those videos where they just like would go into the hood and like step on people's shoes or
Oh,
like take their
God.
phones and then actually get beat up on camera.
Because they think it's so funny.
That'd
to
actually
fuck
be
with
like
black people.
a very funny like improv
It's
everywhere
so,
thing.
It's so fucked up.
You just get like
Now that I think
phones that
about
are
it,
already
I feel
broken.
Racified against.
And like you have people in groups of people who are playing Pokemon Go, and like you fucking swat people's phones out of their hands in front of them, but they're already broken, and the people who are also playing get mad too. But like it's just a prank.
This is how you get beat up on a street.
No. I'm not doing it to strangers. I'm saying
I see
I
what you're
get I
saying.
get you in
Put
on it,
somebody
Fats.
with the
You
fake
got an
phone.
already broken phone that I just keep slamming to the ground. Like you act like you're playing Pokemon Go. You talk to people who are playing Pokemon Go. I fucking run up to you while you're talking to them, and fucking swat that shit out of your hands.
Yeah, but the other people might actually
Team Rocket's
beat you
blasting
up
off
'cause-
again!
No.
So there are other negatives aside from getting mugged.
He just said somebody's
Like what,
inspired
physical
YouTube
activity?
Video. That is gonna be somebody's YouTube video.
Oh, yeah, I
They're
already
gonna
know.
Dress as Team Rocket. They do that exact thing.
I'm calling it now. Yeah, I can't wait for that to be taken from me. Great.
You should make it before someone else does. And
I
make
do have old
millions of
phones
dollars.
to do that with.
I do too. I could just fucking do it.
So negatives, the game's
right here.
incredibly slow. If it's open for a little while, it tends to crash. Even doing minor
Loses
things in the game
GPS.
through the menus take very long. You lose GPS signal or
Our
internet
s-
connection.
Our
and you
servers
stop
are
playing.
experiencing issues.
Well,
Our
I mean, that's
server-
just an overload of players. That should be expected. But the workload it puts on even like really strong phones is kind of unacceptable. It is optimized very poorly.
That's GPS
and
though.
the battery consumption too is absolutely incredible.
My computer
Even-
cannot charge my phone fast enough.
even with battery saver, it is incredibly consumptive.
Dude, what does that shit even do?
If you put your phone down, like you know the gyroscope in your phone, if you move it down and away, it makes the screen black, so
Oh.
it doesn't consume as much battery. But even with that, it's still like the GPS is still going, internet's still going because it's on 4G constantly. It's a bad show for battery,
Guys,
I mean, like
the sad truth of all cell phones in this day and age is that no battery is good enough. That's just not the case with any phone. like to the standards it should be. But you should be buying battery packs. Keep them in
Oh,
your bag.
I mean, I have a battery pack that's fully charged all the time, and like when I'm at work, I have it on the charger all the time. But even like other games that have like where I'm playing them and they have like 3D graphics, they don't consume battery as fast as this does because this is using basically every system on the phone.
Yeah. Other bad things about Pokemon Go. You get sweaty. You do physical activity.
Okay,
That's
that's
probably
actually
the best part about the game.
What?
So many
You ta-
people
what
are
are you talking
getting
about?
active now. So many people are getting active because of this game. I can't tell you how many posts I've seen about like, oh man, I started jogging again because that way I can catch Pokemon. And then people are also meeting people. It is one of the crazy coolest social phenomenons I've ever seen.
Pokemon Go has done in 2 days what Michelle Obama's been trying to do for 8 years.
Get kids to eat healthy lunches? I don't understand.
Yo, deadass, I had a really healthy lunch today.
Oh yeah?
Kelsey made like you know what maki is? Like
No.
sushi.
Is it? No, that's the fucking the
Here we go.
It's the Mooncar from Mass Effect.
No,
Have
so
fun.
basically, she made a sushi roll basically, but without rice or meat, and it had vegetables, like pickled vegetables in it. It was delicious, and it was a great lunch for a person who ran this morning. 'Cause Pokemon, I needed to get.
Who ran this morning?
I did actually.
Oh, okay.
It ain't gonna be me.
All right, let's move on from Pokemon Go. It's going to forever be a part of our lives. We will give you guys more updates if you don't catch on to them. We'll talk about it in the future. If there are...
catch.
fucking kill me. Fats, did you get that joke? Did you get that Pokemon joke? Fats?
No.
Oh, okay,
No,
sorry.
I'm lost.
Do you want us to explain it?
Please.
I'm not going to
Fuck
do...
off.
no, I want to
Please, fuck
keep you in
off.
the dark.
Ah, it's racist.
That's a little racist.
Did you get that joke, Fats?
Ah, yes, it's dark type Pokemon, and I'm black.
I
Yeah.
was gonna say he didn't get the Pokemon part.
Ah,
The
He
fuck
doesn't
out
play a
my
lot of
face,
Pokemon.
Brandon. That's not Gen 1, Brandon. That's not the 151, Brandon. You dipshit.
Hey, dude, can you... Yo, Fats? Fats, can you please calm down, dude? We're on a
No.
fucking podcast, dude.
Absolutely not.
Fats, okay, here's what you need to do. You know what? I'm gonna just...
Dark Pokemon matter.
No. I'm gonna fucking send you my fucking
God.
DS. I'm gonna send you some Pokemons, and you're gonna catch up. All right?
Are you serious?
You're gonna relax. Yeah.
I'm
We.
gonna break everything in my room. Hey, I have a question. You see that on my camera? You see that thing right there? You know what that is?
Is that N-word?
What? That is a poster of the original 151 Pokemon, you sacks of shit.
Wait, how do you
Is
have
the one
that?
came in the back of the player's guide?
Did you buy that
No.
today? He's got his head in his
Are we
hand.
still talking about Pokemon?
No.
We're
We're,
move on,
we're gonna move
please.
on. So we're gonna talk about that
Next.
thing that you brought up, Fats. That happened a little while ago. Back on the topic of
I-
bits. Take it, Fats.
Mama is fun.
I'm mad because she took my business model.
Wait. Explain it first before you make the
Yo,
jokes.
DM bits for.
Listen, all right. So a girl made her stream title today. We're talking about Mrs. Violence here. I actually used to be on a team with her. She was on VVV back when I was.
Yo!
Oh
Vision
my-
Valor
no way.
Glory?
And not to be a jerk, but this is pretty much predicted here. Like this is history right in itself. But basically, she made her stream title. If I get $25 worth of bits or cheers using the new bit system, I will send you a not safe for work Snapchat. She didn't exactly say nudes. She said not safe for work. But I'm pissed because that was my business model, and I was going to call it Bits for Bits.
Oh.
I think
Funny.
that's great.
You're terrible.
You tried.
You can't name the
really
episode.
did.
That's
What do you
matter.
mean Bits for Bits is a great. That's super
That's
catchy.
not so good.
Bits for Bits.
Nah.
I'm trying to picture like the distant future when we're all fucking hooked into computers and there's just fucking chicks walking around bits for bits. You know, it's funny. I went to AC once and like I got we took out of the cab with my friends and like this chick walked past us. She kept going blowjobs, like pointing at us. Like it was like drive by like solicitation of sex. And I can picture it the same way. Bits, blowjobs, bits. It's all the same. I can't tell the difference.
Well.
So she tweeted that, right? And then what
She made it her
happened?
stream title too,
And then
not
what
just
happened?
tweeted it.
And then she got banned by Twitch.
Yeah, Twitch was
Like
like,
instantly.
excuse me, nope.
They basically hit her with the bitch. What are you doing?
First, she's one of the beta testers for bits, so they're watching her even closer than anyone else.
Well, everyone's watching her, bitch. She's got him.
And no, she don't. And
No.
I don't know what chicks are like. She's
she got
busty, right?
Tiny bits,
She's
homie.
busty,
She
right?
got tiny bits.
Is that what busty
Two-
means?
Stop talking. 2. What the fuck?
All right.
How do
It's
you
actually
not
just stupid.
expect for this shit to happen? And then you get mad about it and rant on
Ooh.
Twitter all day.
And then
saying-
start a
saying-
fight with Casey Tron.
No, her fucking defense is that NSFW Snapchat. If someone says, "Hey, I'm gonna send you some NSFW Snapchats," what do you think that means?
You almost getting nudes, or you're getting nudes.
You getting close to nudes. You getting emoji covered nudes nowadays, at least.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
If somebody
that's
says
what
that shit to
happened.
me, you're gonna get that specifically. And she's like, "No, it just means they're not safe for work. It could be me swearing or taking a shit or some dumb shit." And I'm like, "Are you serious? You're the same girl who used to do this.
No, this girl. Wow.
She used to sell
She-
her.
I think this chick is literal trash. I'll say it.
She used to sell lingerie pictures for donations anyway. This is just known.
Dude, I know, like, if you look at her, I'm looking at her Twitter right now, it's just fucking her in underwear. Like, she's definitely milking this thing, and she's just, like, doesn't get it, because she's the type of girl who's been told she's pretty, and she's awesome and amazing, and blah, blah, blah. So she says things like, that she does things, and she doesn't see why it might be problematic. She does, like, racy things. She, like, it's my body, I'm beautiful, blah, blah, blah. Like, I know, like, her literal tweet is, instead of wasting your time, just come tell me at TwitchCon how much my body pisses you off. I'll be sure to not care there as well. This is a chick, the classic fucking hot girl in high school, who's been, like, everyone just fucking kissing her fucking ass, and she has no concept of fucking reality. And it costs her.
Probably isn't even a high school situation.
She's just a fuck.
She has been in video games for a long time. Like I said, she was on VVV. And
Yeah,
she's
she's
on
been told
other
she's
teams.
pretty the whole fucking time. It's one extended fucking high school.
Right, exactly. It's a popularity contest. This is the girl that makes other girls angry when we bring up girls like this, because they do exist. I mean, and let's not take away from the fact that she is a gamer, right? We shouldn't revolve this entirely around her body, because she does play games. She's actually pretty skilled. If I remember correctly, I think it was either Gears of War or whatever back in like 2010. Like, she was pretty good. Is Fat's looking it up? Is that what's happening right now?
Yeah.
I hear that angry type.
I'll stop.
Titties!
But
I was hyped.
there are two things that we should consider here before, again, we bring out the witch hunting, even though, like, it's very clear that this is going
it's
down.
done.
Yeah, right?
She's donezo, dude.
First off, Twitch just removed butt emotes. Right? If they're
This chick
taking
is a
animated
living butt emote.
if they're taking butt emotes off of Twitch, now's probably not the time to sell your body, right? Like, it's just not a good fucking idea. No, I just don't understand how she thought this was going to be okay. But number two, the precedent before this hasn't been set. In fact, the line has been skirted quite a few times. There have been
Good joke.
skirted. There have been a few times, and I'm not
I
gonna
enjoyed that
name
more than I
names
should've.
here, because if you're out there, you know who you fucking are, right? Where male or female, I mean, to my knowledge, it's been only female in my circles, but these people, these girls, or and sometimes men, I guess, will say, if you send me this much money in donations, I will send you nude pictures. This actually happened to a friend of mine. Like, he sent in money and got nude pictures of a streamer. Like, this is
Sick.
not a
I
new
remember
concept.
this.
Sick, dude.
Funny.
Fucking nice, man.
Ooh, a Spiro.
Bro. How much did you spend?
Hey.
4 candies.
I mean, it was a Smite streamer. It was probably not that much.
This, like, I'm looking at this chick's Twitter,
One
and like
skin.
every one of her tweets, she screams that girl who just is so fucking out there in fucking space. She's just so like I hate her. I hate her.
Now, homie.
I hate
Here's
her.
what's crazy though. So we all know what kind of streamer she is, and then she's gonna start a fight with Casey Tron and actually like.
Casey's my queen.
And
Casey 8, okay?
yeah,
My
she
man, when that shit popped
destroyed
up
her.
on my TL today, she fucking ate.
Oh
It was great.
my
It was
god!
great. It was fantastic. Let me pull that up for you.
I just I don't know. She's just like the stereotype of a
basically,
Twitch girl.
She calls other Twitch girls what she is when they aren't her.
Dude,
all the
Casey is
time.
my queen.
Queen Casey.
All All right, so if you're in the bits beta, don't fucking do that, all right? If you're like, you don't. Okay,
If you're on
first
Twitch,
of all,
if you're on Twitch, period.
if you have
don't
no,
do
no, no, no.
it.
If you have any self-esteem, don't fucking sell pictures of yourself for any amount of money. That's just fucking wrong.
I mean,
No,
that's
no,
not really
they're-
about the self-esteem issue. If you're making money, make your money. Just don't be stupid.
I don't
Don't
know.
do it on Twitch.
I don't
Twitch
know.
Is not the Twitch is
Don't
not the
be
platform
stupid.
for that.
If you want to sell pictures of your naked body, you got my.
I feel
free
like
canvas.
I'm falling into the trap of
There.
like thinking all of these types of girls are whores, and maybe I was just raised that way. But like, it's just like,
You're probably raised that way. And that's
No, see,
not,
like,
that's
I'm
not
all
popping.
for do you and get your shit. Like, I don't care about that. I'm not about slut shaming or body shaming. I don't care about any of that stuff.
Make that money, boo.
But if you are on a site dedicated to mostly video game content and you are selling pictures of your body for money instead of playing video games, then or like eating with your stream or doing art.
but
if you're
these
not
are
doing,
kids who mostly kids who watch this thing, and she has to
If
know
you're
that.
doing
What
what
I'm
the
saying is,
website was
if
made
you are
for.
doing this type of thing on a website that is dedicated to teenagers wanting to play video games or watching someone do art, you are an asshole. Doesn't matter if you're male or female. Doesn't matter what your body looks like. Those things are irrelevant points to me. The point is, it is not content suitable for this, as per not only the TOS, but common fucking sense. If you do this,
Oh, no,
you
not
are an
through the
asshole.
teeth.
But like, why do you even want pictures of yourself out there like that?
But if that's what your business
she-
is, and you're doing it on a platform that's okay with that,
No, no,
then
no,
sure,
don't
go
do
for
that,
it. but-
Smatter, because like, Jennifer Aniston, like, please.
What is he saying?
I love you.
Is that a white
She was
person
going to
thing?
be kind of naked in that movie, and then she didn't do it because people were saying like you shouldn't put yourself out there because it's not respectable. Like it's your body, man. Come on. I
Do
love
whatever the
Jennifer
fuck you
Aniston. I love
want.
you.
Yeah,
Do
do
whatever
whatever
you
you want.
want.
Just do it on a platform that is, actually for what you
For
want to do,
that,
not
go to-
on Twitch.
It's called My Free Cams because it's free for you to do it. Do it.
No, but
I actually
being
don't know if
seriously,
that's true.
being serious, it's fucking. It's not acceptable, and Twitch acted awesomely and super quick. That was
And
great.
I expected the.
She's also an idiot for a shitty business model. 25 bits is no money.
No, $25 worth of.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was a miss.
Still,
So, like-
still 25 isn't that much.
So like, for 50 bits, she'll send the snap to you where she fucking locks eyes with the camera so you can fucking finish.
That's a bit much.
Yeah, like, God. Jesus Christ. 100
God.
bits, she fucking zooms into her snatch. Like,
You need to stop.
But I think Twitch.
200 bits, she fucking just
flying around.
she fucking squirts on the fucking camera.
No,
Oh my
no,
God, here
no,
we
no.
go.
I'm done with it.
Uh,
Did you?
uh,
Small world, man. We're fucked up.
I just caught a Pidgey again. Apparently,
Kill
there's a Poliwag near me. I caught a Poliworld today. Life's
Oh,
good.
that's
Dude, yeah, 150 bits, she fucking wags her poly in the
Nope.
camera.
No.
Her poly?
No.
Stop.
I'm out.
The noise is back.
Man,
I'm
I
waiting for that. I'm waiting for that.
You know,
for
and
years.
normally in this situation where there's a specific streamer that has done something like, with Leah and the flashing and stuff like that, there's an excuse. There's a reason. There's a way to play devil's advocate to create a dialogue that should be discussed. In this situation,
She
there's
dumb as shit.
literally nothing. She made her title, I will send you not safe for work pics if you give me money. Like, that is unacceptable, and Twitch would be right to leave her banned permanently.
Yo, okay, conspiracy time. What if Twitch is just mad that they're not getting in on her fucking body selling?
They are. It's
Why
bits.
wouldn't they?
She gets,
Bits.
they get a part of
Yeah,
it.
they were doing it through.
Oh, right,
their-
it's bits,
through
never
their
mind.
system.
Aw.
They were getting the money. It wasn't even like donations through Twitch alerts
Oh.
that they banned her for.
They were actually making
Yeah,
money off
yeah,
this, and
yeah.
they still said no.
Oh, this
Mm-mm.
fucking bits bimbo.
But seriously, now
Bitspo.
my whole bits for bits model is exposed.
Shut up.
Bits for bits.
No one
I'll tell you what. If you send me
down.
$25 worth of bits, I'll send you a snap of my cat, and I don't mean pussy.
You mean your boyfriend? Come on,
Man,
that's inappropriate.
That's
You
fuck-
can't
you're
do
gonna
that.
put your boyfriend out there? That's messed
Wow,
up.
you're gonna
Dude,
sell your
whatever.
man
Did he
like
even
that?
consent to this?
I gotta
Like, that's-
retitle this
This is human
stream.
trafficking or cat trafficking.
Cat trafficking, boyfriend trafficking. Yeah. Alright, we should move on from this. So Fats.
Yes, because of what you said, not what any.
No. I'll talk about fucking squirt and scooshy booshies all night.
Scooshy boo.
Whatever the fuck girls
Are you-
do.
Boys.
Are you
Scooshy
Jay from
booshy.
Jay and Silent Bob?
Scooshy booshy.
I know, that's what it is. It's just fucking
That's
scooshy
Jay.
boosy,
Yeah,
squirty
actually just
wordies.
Big J.
Dude,
Scoosh.
is that a Pokemon, Fats? Do you know if that's a Pokemon? You don't know if that's
It
a
is
Pokemon.
not. I wouldn't know anyway. Of course
That's
not. I'm an idiot.
right. Oh god.
Oh
That's
my
shit, man.
god.
I'm just sorry. This fucking I just like the idea of like selling through fucking snaps is even crazy to me. Like that's it doesn't make any sense.
Snapchat was literally made to like, yo, you want to see nudes without people taking pictures without you knowing? There you go.
Here's fucking 4 seconds of my scooshy booshy. Here's a
And
fucking.
and if they screenshot it, it tells you so you can.
I know.
That's exactly what it's made for.
Here's 3
That's why
seconds.
whenever you Snapchat me, I screenshot.
It's my fucking sopping bush every time, right?
Every time Sam Snapchats me a dumb picture, I screenshot it, and he messages me in it. Please no, delete, please.
Oh yeah, I know full well I'm doing. I do keep.
So many
I have
pictures of Sam.
a huge library of snap
I'm about to
screenshots,
tweet one. Hold
but
on.
none of them are fucking snatches. All right.
I don't know, man.
Actually, wait. Some
I
of them
got
are
one.
drawings I've made of snatches. If that's what
You
you're
don't
gonna
have
tweet.
you don't have any saved pictures of that sweet bush.
No.
Really?
The bush,
find
you
this
gotta
fucking
earn
picture,
the
it's
bush,
too
man.
funny.
You gotta earn the bush. It doesn't just show up in your fucking Snap inbox or whatever. Think that's
It's in
Oh
all.
my God.
screenshots.
DM, why don't you have Snapchat?
I tried to sign up once and it like lagged out and I just stopped caring.
Come on, I really need to send you my hilarious NSFW
And this is why I don't have Snapchat.
pictures. It's basically just me drawing on people. I'll draw pussies.
It's so funny. I just tweeted one of his things.
Oh, hope
and
it's
I
not
saw
one
it,
my
and
employer
I was
wouldn't like.
dying laughing.
Oh god, which one is it? I'm trying to find this, Fats. Oh yeah, I'll retweet that one. Yeah, that's very good. That's what I love.
It's so stupid.
I love dumb shit like that.
Me too. I'm gonna do more. I'm gonna get most of them.
Alright. Well, don't put anything my employer wouldn't want to see out there. Anyway, we need to like actually continue with some actual content. Let's get back onto video games. We talked about this in the early days of the podcast, Evolve. Evolve has now gone free to play. Fats, you were just playing it. What has
Just
changed?
by Daylight got popular. Time
I've
to
been playing
release
it
it again.
since it went free to play.
Since
because
you bought
I-
it, you mean?
No, I stopped playing after I bought it. Fuck out my face.
I mean, you were playing it since you bought it, then
Well,
you stopped, and now
basically,
you're
yeah.
playing it again.
Yeah, at first I got really mad because I'm like, all right, I paid money for this shit, and now it's free to play. And I understand why they did it, and they made a lot of changes to the game, which kind of go behind the idea of making it free to play from the full product it was to now the piece of shit skimmed over thing that it is now.
Is it too little too late?
No, because apparently
Yes.
their player base went up a lot. So they'll have a good player base for like 2 weeks, and they'll be good.
Is 2 weeks enough to say, or maybe all they need to is just make back the money they fucking collected to start?
There's nothing in the game is buyable with real money right now. I
Wait.
don't know what's going on.
Wait, you can't buy it with real money?
You can't buy anything.
Womp.
What do you have now that you've got the, what do you
I
call
got
it?
founder shit. You know what my founder shit was? I got 3K in-game dollars. I got all the characters I fucking paid money for, and some skins.
Wait a second.
Time to go gamble those on fatslotto.com.
No,
Fats.
Evolve
Not owned
Lotto.
by Fats.
Evolve Lotto, come through.
Wait a second. So, do you think maybe this was a people are saying that this is a ploy to remove bad reviews? Did it remove the Steam page?
No,
No.
Nope.
same Steam page.
I can't find it. Why can't I find it?
Evolve.
I'm typing in Evolve and it's just not
Type
there.
no with an E.
Oh, I was writing fucking Sopping Bush.
Actually, you know what? I can't find it either.
Yeah, I know what I'm saying. Oh, it's called Evolve Stage 2 now. See, they fucking changed the title.
Because they changed the game. Drastically.
No, it says overall mixed, recent mixed. It is still getting tanked.
Yeah.
and
and
I
people are still
think-
talking shit about it.
I mean, and they should. The game isn't good.
People are mad because all the content we had in the original game has been dumbed the absolute fuck down. They changed character classes, they changed the dynamic of how you're supposed to play, they introduced new characters as well as old ones and revamped them however they wanted to. I read the patch notes, the full patch notes, this morning when I got up, or this afternoon because I'm lazy as shit. And the game is entirely... It's the same concept of 4 versus 1, but there's like negative balance, and it's free to play, so there probably won't be any balance.
Well, is the
So I
game
don't
just
care.
fundamentally bad?
Yes.
Like, it encourages... Well, I'm
Well,
talking
I
about
mean,
just like gameplay. Like, it encourages
have
the
fun
monster
with
to
it.
just
Talk
run
about the game
away.
from a design perspective.
Yeah.
First of all, the different maps look similar, and they or not look similar. They feel similar. You never feel like you're in different locales. Like when I play Overwatch, every single map has such a different feel to it. doesn't exist
When,
in a
when you bring up a
$60
point,
game.
can I bring up
Well,
a counterpoint? No,
hold-
I'm
hold
going
on.
with you in it. I'm going with you in it because
Okay,
I'm going to
well,
expand
all right,
on that.
Go ahead.
So how you said it feels like there's no maps, they reduced the amount of maps and they changed all of them to be more, so they would stand out more in your mind, which is what Brandon's talking about. Except they don't. They just feel dumb, and the only thing that really feels different on these maps is this one has fire, this one has trees.
Trees.
Whoa, wait, trees?
So they got rid of like all the maps in the game, and only brought over 4 maps that are just in constant rotation.
Okay,
Continue.
so let's talk about character design. I mean, there's multiple classes in the game, but for a new player, if you look at a specific character, you have no idea what he does. If you look, again, and we're going to compare this to Overwatch, because people are going to play Overwatch instead of the game. They're not directly comparable in genre, but they're comparable in playtime, and that's what's important. I look in Overwatch, and I see fucking McCree. He's a cowboy, probably has a gun. Right, I see Reinhardt with a big hammer, probably swings it. It's very easy to understand as a casual player what's going on. And for a game to be free to play, it's important that your casual base has a good understanding of what they're getting into. When you get into the game, the idea of 4 versus 1 doesn't function very well, because a new player as 1 versus new players as 4, the 4 are likely going to win unless they're stupid. The entire model behind the game, it just doesn't make sense.
I mean, Death by Daylight, though, a lot of people have a lot of fun with that, and it's the same basic idea of 1v4. But
that's fair.
Yeah, but the monster has to run away to level up and wants to fight.
If I compare the two games, because I've played both of them more than anybody else here, Dead by Daylight is very easy to understand, whereas Evolve is not.
Alright, I'll let you talk about Evolve if you let us talk about Pokemon, because we know more about that.
Sure, whatever, I don't give a shit. And so, what they did in Evolve is they made it a lot more easy to understand as they changed it to the Stage 2 thing. Whereas in Evolve 1, it was very, very dependent on if you had a good player on 2 specific classes and they knew what they were doing. If they didn't know what they were doing, you lost.
Yep.
Every single game, you lost.
Yep.
In this game, they changed how certain abilities are used. They allow, like, the 4 classes in the game. There's the Assault, the Medic, the Support, and the Trapper. How the game used to work is, the Assault, obviously you do damage. The Medic, obviously you're healing. The Support, obviously you're keeping your team supported, or whatever the fuck you want to call that.
Buffs,
And then,
debuffs, things
yeah.
like that.
Yeah, but the Tracker is like, it used to be the one thing that could make or break a game for you. Had to be somebody who knew what they were doing, because the Tracker had the ability to dome the monster and make it so it couldn't run away.
Right.
They changed that so that anybody can dome it now.
Oh, what the fuck?
Oh, you don't know anything about it. I got you. They changed it so anybody can dome the monster. The Tracker now has an ability that lets you know exactly where it goes. Like, you have a compass in the middle of your screen on the bottom of the HUD that has northwest, blah, blah, blah. And when you use the Tracker's new ability, it'll show a general direction of where the monster is. It tells the monster that it's been used. It's a 30-second cooldown. It's been used, and they can just go in that general area to try and find you. You can still sneak around them, you can still juke out them, but it's really fucking hard because they always know where you are. They change it from, in the original game, you have Stage 1, Stage 2, and Stage 3. Stage 1, if they catch you, you're fucking dead. That was the end of the goddamn game. Stage 2, it took you a little bit of time to get to Stage 2. You got upgraded abilities. You could fight them a little more, but you still could not really kill them unless you focused correctly and got rid of the primary targets being the Support and the Medic, because you got to kill them. That's all that matters. Stage 3, you kill everybody. That was the game. Now, they've made it so Stage 1, you can actually fight them if you fucking want to. Stage 2, you can kill them as easy as hell if you fucking feel like it. And Stage 3 is, who cares? Game's over.
So the game is
just
not
completely
good.
over.
I mean, they're just trying to squeeze more money out of it, honestly.
The game
There's no
from the
money!
get-go wasn't
there's no
good.
money in it.
Oh, wait, right.
It's very similar to the culling, where the idea itself is decent. And if they had just accepted feedback from the beginning about the things that needed to be changed, most notably design and balance, the game would have been great. Like, they changed way too much early on, especially from the beta into launch. And for the price tag for the game, it was absurd. I mean, there was
Not only was
$60
the price tag, not only was the price tag ridiculous at 60, there was so much fucking DLC for this game. Everything was locked behind a paywall, and it was really ridiculous. Like, so the game didn't even come out yet, and this is the one thing I hate about the game industry now is, here's a season pass that'll come out with the game. This is what you're gonna get, blah, blah, blah. Game's not out yet, but this is gonna be planned for it. Instead of just saying, we might do DLC later, but this is what you got for now. They're already planning to hide all this extra content and other characters in a game about who you pick behind paywalls. They did 2 season passes, and they fucking sucked. They had a bunch of skins
the same
in
thing that
this
happened
game
with Tribes.
or weapon skins.
It was the same
So you
thing that
go
happened with
CS:GO.
Tribes. When Hi-Rez made the game free to play, they put a whole bunch of stuff behind a paywall, and I think Tribes Ascend was the first real warning to the gaming community, like, you can't do this because players will not accept it. Your player base will dwindle very quickly and you lose a lot of money, which is why Smite hit so hard. It's like, okay, guys, you can play for free for Smite, or you can pay $30. You get everything you need to be competitive, and that's it. If you want more cosmetic shit, you can buy it. Smite's business model was genius. But then Evolve launches at $60, and you had to put at least another, $30 into the game before you're going to be able to play it at a competitive level. On top of the fact that the game isn't competitive. They rigged it to show, like, they rigged their marketing campaigns so, like, monster versus 4 people, you have to play perfect as a team or tear through them as a monster, upgrade these skills, do this, blah, blah, blah. And then they gave us an imbalanced game that had no competitive function, that was never going to have any type of esports scene or anything else, and it was just not fun. It wasn't fun to play. It could have been fun to watch, but they just focused on the wrong things. It was money hungry, and now they're trying to backtrack. They're trying to create a product that people can get into, but they've made it so convoluted that a new player is going to play this game for 2 minutes against a player base that's already way too powerful, and they're going to quit.
Difference.
I'm just struggling to find a motive for what they did.
Change it. They're
They need
fucking
people to
hemorrhaging
play it.
money, and they need to do something.
The company that made it, Turtle Rock Studios, really likes their idea behind the game. This is what they've said, is that they really like the idea of the game, and they loved how everybody enjoyed it in the beginning, but they know where they fucked up with all the money-hungry bullshit. They're trying to make it free to play so more people could play it. They added a perk system. They added character leveling. They added a bunch of stuff.
But they're not making any
try
money.
and make it better. There's no money in the game yet. They'll probably introduce it in the next update with something probably like the usual Smite League of Legends thing where you can pay money or you can pay favor/whatever.
Oh, so they're probably just like laying it low for us. Oh, cool, come back and play. It's cool.
You know,
Here's a
I've
skin
been
system.
I've been playing it for the past 3 days because I played it when it came out. When the alpha was out,
Which makes you an idiot, by the way.
that's fine.
All right.
When the alpha, you just want to say you got it. When the alpha came out,
take
we
it.
had a really fun time. It was me, Purified,
I
TV,
played.
and
I played.
Bacon, and we played. You played?
I played in the alpha a lot.
Yeah, I played in the alpha too, Fats.
Actually, I
I don't
shouldn't say a
care
lot.
what y'all did. I
I
don't
shouldn't say a
care
lot. I
what
played
you
with
guys
you.
did. Doesn't matter. I'm talking about from somebody who's played it and not said this game fucking sucks
Game
every
did
30
fucking
seconds.
suck.
DM Brandon, let me
It's
please
badly
say this.
designed.
Please. As somebody who's played the game an extensive amount in comparison to everybody else here, I can have fun with the game because I understand it. Like Brandon said, if you don't understand the game, you probably will have trouble doing it, and it's way more entertaining to watch than play. I agree with you on that aspect. For some reason, I had a bunch of people watch me play it yesterday. They had a bunch of fun watching it because you don't have to focus and do things correctly. It was just,
There's the
it's
monster.
a
Get
mess.
it. I mean, it's like I said,
But it's a
would
fun
be
mess.
a fun game to watch. It is not inherently. It is not a fun game to play.
Now it isn't.
It wasn't
When the
before.
game came out, it was fun.
The game is a convoluted one note. Like, it
If we
doesn't make
compare
any
it-
sense.
If we compare it to Dead by Daylight, which is one of the reasons I think they went free
You
to play.
can't compare it to Dead by
Oh yeah,
Yes,
they
you can.
they
Yes, you
definitely
can.
went free
Yes,
to
you
play
can.
because
Yes,
of
you
Death
can.
by
Yes, you can.
Daylight.
Because
You-
Dead by Daylight took that idea 4v1
Did it better.
and did it
Way better.
perfect. Everybody wants to be in a horror film. Everybody loves horror films. They're like, I wouldn't do this.
I
in a
don't
horror
like
film.
horror films, but I want to be in one.
I see the comparison to me, aside from the genre. I mean, that's trying to compare Smite to League of Legends or Super Mario Brothers to Bubsy. Like, it's just
Bubsy! Are you serious?
Oh
I
my
loved
God.
Bubsy! Holy
No,
shit!
Bubsy.
Wait, you guys know Bubsy?
Shut up.
Enjoyed Bubsy.
Wait, that's
the
fucking
problem.
amazing! When
What
we were
was
kids,
it?
we used to pretend that we
That was
were
a kid.
Bubsy!
You should not have said Bubsy.
Dude, I fucking love Bubsy! His
You know what
fucking
game I
shirt!
played
Oh
when I
my
was
god!
For a year, because I got stuck there, I played Bubsy 3D.
Oh my god, he's
I
a
didn't play
fucking...
Bubsy 3D.
Dude, he's just a fucking high as
I
fuck
like
cat!
Bubsy 3D.
With an exclamation point shirt.
Bubsy 3D, the platformer that has
I didn't have
literally
an
nothing
N64,
in it.
Did I?
Oh my god.
No,
I
no.
played Bubsy 3D.
JonTron did a Bubsy video, and that's the only way I know what Bubsy
Can you
3D
stop
is.
dick riding you?
Claws encounters of the third kind. My fucking
John
8-year-old self didn't
also
even
owns
get that joke.
CSGOLotto.com.
No, he owned JonTronLotto.com.
He just sells bits of him being.
Again, Dead by Daylight is a comparison in genre, but not a comparison in playtime.
I can agree.
Everything right now must be compared to Overwatch.
What? Come on, that's just unfair to everything.
It doesn't matter if
no
it's
one
unfair.
has the money Blizzard has. No one
It
has the
doesn't matter.
staff and
You-
people
your
behind them
game
that Blizzard
is-
has.
It doesn't fucking matter. The only thing
It
that matters
does a
is
little.
what game people are playing. And right now, Overwatch is leading that market by a pretty
No, but, like,
significant amount of time.
I would say that Overwatch will pull people who don't normally like FPSs in to play an FPS, but I don't think people who genuinely don't like FPSs would, like, hands down touch Overwatch.
Well, that doesn't matter because generally speaking, the people who are going to play Evolve are most likely interested in Overwatch as well.
Right.
Overwatch is
Shooter.
a major reason why a lot of these games have to come up with different business models because Blizzard's taking everyone. So we look at this game and let's compare it to Overwatch. The design isn't there, the fun isn't there, and the game is convoluted. It is way too difficult to get into for a free-to-play game. It just is.
I like the design in this game.
What they should have done was make the game cheap as all shit. Making it free to play is not going to get a bunch of people interested for more than a couple minutes. If they had made it $5 or $10, saying, listen, you're going to get all this content for this small price tag, this is the time to get into Evolve. Here are all the reasons you should play it. Check it out. If I download a free-to-play game and I'm not interested in the first 20 minutes, it's fucking deleted. But if I paid $10 for a game and I'm not interested in the first 20, I'm going to give it another 20 because I just paid $10 for it. Their ideas
I can agree.
are
Yeah,
bad.
buyer's
Their
remorse.
marketing is bad. As a person who has worked at multiple PAXs and at TwitchCon, I know how much those fucking booths cost. I know just from how much they spent at PAX, how much they spent in marketing. And they spent all this time telling us all these cool features, and then when we played the game, it was impossible to play.
That's honestly within the last couple of years that I'm gonna call that the 2K curse.
Yo, for real.
It's just the 2K curse because 2K
Battleborn.
dumps so much money into marketing and trying to push their game onto us, and it comes out and it's like this is a terrible product.
Yo,
In
Battleborn
comparison to
isn't
everything
bad.
else.
Battleborn isn't bad, but they made
What?
a huge.
It's
Okay.
not bad.
It's not. If you actually sit down
But
and play
if you
Battleborn,
compared it to Overwatch,
here's the issue. Battleborn's marketers tried to fight Blizzard directly in the marketing space, and that was their biggest mistake.
That's not their biggest mistake. That is the biggest mistake. You don't fight Blizzard. You just don't fight Blizzard.
True.
yeah, that
Daddy
they
gonna
tried,
kick that ass.
the day
Battleborn is awful, and
It's
you're
not
both
awful.
wrong.
Don't do that.
I played the game.
So have I. I played the game a lot.
I played it more than
It's
you.
it's
like
easy,
I always
it's easy
do.
to get into. The characters are unique and interesting.
2K,
You know it-
2K can create amazing characters. That's something they can do. In
There was
overall,
two
there's
major
good
issues.
characters. There's good characters there, but in Battleborn, it's like here's 5 different things to do in the span of one match. Do it all right now.
Well, I mean that's what is this echo smatter?
I was moving my headset.
Dumbass.
No touching the headsets.
Sorry.
And you can't
Battleborn is
name
bad,
the
Ian.
podcast.
I already got a name for it, and it's none of the things you said, assholes.
Fuck.
It's probably some Pokemon.
Nothing
joke.
about ICP.
It's not that, no.
Ah, that was
Is it a
good one. You
Pokemon
should name it
joke?
that.
It's not ICP, no.
It's one of his Pokemon jokes from earlier, probably.
Nope.
That's
I
not
love
in the original.
I'm not gonna fucking
one.
say it or lead you in any direction. But we do need to wrap this up.
I just want to say one
No,
thing
go ahead, go ahead.
before we wrap it up, and this is something that's becoming really, really common with a lot of developers recently. Brandon touched on it earlier. Designers don't want to take feedback from their communities, and I understand that there's a lot of horrible feedback on Reddit. We all see it all the time. But there are a lot of people who are really invested in a lot of these games who have a lot of really good ideas in terms of how to make them better. And there are so many designers who get stuck in these visions that they have for their games.
Culling.
that the culling is a good example of it. We
Culling
saw
is
it
the
in
example.
is the example. I mean, we saw it in a Smite patch recently. It's happening even with Blizzard and WoW, and their other games. People don't like the direction developers are heading, and developers are saying, "No, trust me, you'll like it if you play it enough, and if you understand what I want you to do with it." And I hope that trend kind of stops, because it leads to games like the Culling. It leads to games like Evolve, where the fundamental experience doesn't give a lot of people what they want out of the
reason
game.
to play it.
A reason to play it, a reason to come back, and they want a reason to come back, and they tell the developer, if you do this, I'll come back, and the developer says, nah, that's not what I want to do with this. And, game developers, you make the games for us to play so we can give you money, so give us a reason to give you money.
Some game developers do that. Some game developers make games because they want to give their vision to the world because they think they're geniuses. And unless your name is fucking Hideo Kojima, change your fucking games.
Wait, what did you say?
No.
It's gonna happen! Oh, it's
This has been
coming!
Podcast Simulator.
No!
I'm
No, hypothetical!
That's DM Brandon. Don't
Bing
follow
plong! Hero!
The end.
No.
See you next week.
No, we got a hypothetical to do.
Fuck.
Alright, I'll drop my own jokes for the hypothetical. This week's hypothetical. In light of getting kids to gamble, if you made a deal with the devil and you had to encourage kids to participate in one vice, what vice would you choose? And why?
What?
Well, we can't choose gambling?
You cannot choose gambling, no.
Okay, because that's that.
I don't
Unless
know most
you can be more
vices.
specific. You can be like
I'm not
cockfighting,
bad.
like betting money on like animal fighting.
Oh, so Pokemon, done, got it. The
No,
end.
you don't even know what that is. First of all,
Betting money on Pokemon fights. You know how quick I would do that?
I would do that.
no.
Pokemon versus
It has to be
Pokemon.
a
Who you got?
real vice that is.
Yo, Tim, who you got?
It's got to be a real vice. It's got to be detrimental.
It's like a fucking. You're at a fighting game tournament taking side
So
bets.
I have
like,
to
who you
convince
got?
like children to pick like a vice so I can make money off of it.
Correct.
Fuck.
Yeah. It's a tough
I mean,
one.
I kind of already
If you
do
have
that.
to.
He tells them to
Everyone
play
sit
Smite.
here and waste your fucking lives watching me play video games on the internet,
Sloth.
right? Like,
Sloth. There you go.
yeah.
One of the 7 deadly sins.
Oh, we do. Okay, now I know what we're doing.
Come on.
Oh wait, we're
'Cause I don't
talking
know many
about Fullmetal
vices.
Alchemist. All right, I choose fucking gluttony because he killed envy.
No.
Or not envy, wrath.
I want
No.
I want a real fucking vice.
I honestly like I
don't know
wouldn't
vices.
choose anything that's like narcotics
Immoral,
related.
immoral, or wicked behavior.
Yeah,
Googling it.
You should Google Pokemon while you're at it.
Vices. Shut the fuck
Yo,
up.
stealing.
Stealing. How would you do it?
I don't know. Like, listen, you got, or you know what I? All right. So
Oh, I can't do this. I'll make a mean joke.
there's a
Do it.
woman on eBay, right? And she was selling Xbox 360 internal hard drives.
Oh no, you did that.
Oh, I
Oh,
did.
here we
I
go.
encourage other people to do this.
Here we
if I
go.
got,
The
if I got a
strat.
cut.
The fuck GameStop.
This is a strat. Yo, fuck GameStop.
I know
So
this.
she was selling 3
So
Xbox
old.
360 internal hard drives, 250 gigs a piece. Like, she worked at some game store, and people would trade in their Xboxes that were broken, and she would just take these things and sell them on the internet, because I guess she didn't know what the fuck they were for. But you get 3 of these things for $18. For the pack of 3 was $18. And if you had a power-up card and you put $5 on a game, they gave you $118. So you wound up profiting $100 every time you went to GameStop. Literally $100 every time you went to a GameStop. So we did this like 3-4 times a day. And I got a PS4, an Xbox One, a sound system, a whole bunch of fucking money for like Amazon. I bought Kelsey a Nexus 10. I bought her like
Oh my
jewelry.
God.
Dude, it was like thousands.
This is
and
before you were
thousands and thousands of
E-famous,
dollars.
right?
Yeah. And this wasn't like illegal, but it was certainly like unethical, because like we were funneling so many of these different hard drives to different GameStops around the district. There was no way they'd be able to unload them. We know that we were taking money from GameStop, like, no matter what.
All right. So in light of your willingness to screw GameStop, theft would be your vice.
Dude, if I
Oh, dude, I
was,
love
like,
stealing.
dying, I would want to be an art thief. Like, I just would want to steal. I wouldn't even want the things. I just want to
You need to
take
stop
them from
watching White
museums.
Collars.
Oh my
No,
god.
I've never watched that, but I watched Lupin a lot. And homie, I need art.
You should watch White Collar.
All right.
Good.
I would encourage kids to fucking touch each other's fucking dicks.
Okay.
But-
This is where the podcast is over.
We're done. This is it.
No, JC and Fat still got it. You still gotta go with
Bits for
yours.
bits?
No,
Bits for
no,
bits?
no. We're
Bits for
done.
bits?
Dude,
You
I would encourage kids to fucking send dick pics.
That's weird.
That's
You have to
encouraging
choose-
child
if-
pornography.
Jail, that's-
Whatever,
that's
man.
actually
Dude,
jail.
I choose-
CP right there.
I choose CP.
You're going
No,
to jail.
no,
That's not
no,
something
no,
we're
no,
gonna
no,
talk-
no.
We're not going to
Wait,
joke
we-
about it. We're done.
ICP?
If you had to pick, if you had to pick a vice, and I picked CP, it's easy as it's just homosexuality, just like things that like their church would want you to do.
Brandon gave me a great answer for this question when we had our barbecue on July 4th, and I'm just gonna say no.
I don't remember what it
No,
was.
that's not. No, he's not saying would you do this or this. He's saying you
He's-
have to come up with a vice. That doesn't work like that. If it was like, would you rather give a kid, blah blah blah,
My
or
answer is
this?
still no.
Okay.
I'm transposing that answer. No.
All right, fine. Well, that's gonna be the show for this week, guys. If you like what you saw, follow us on Twitter. I'm at Juice Matter. Brandon is at JuiceDMDIM. Fats at ZooFats. JC is at Juice Cyan. Follow my channel if you want to watch me play Overwatch. I'm good at it. Yeah.
Let's not go too far.
We'll be back next
I don't
week.
think you're good. I'm good. I'm fucking.
Oh, here
I'm
we
pretty
go.
sure I'm
Alright.
the highest skill rating.
We'll be back next
I'm
week.
63.
I'm 62.
No.
Oh.
62.
I'm like 67.
Oh, you
You're
actually
67
Yeah.
now?
Oh.
God damn it! The show's over.
Shit.
Now we're done bragging. Good night, everybody. I love you
Proud.
all. Don't gamble
Good
and
job.
show your knob to your friends.
Yay. Good job.